You know, the analogy that I always give to my students on the first day of class is that being a teenager means having a cloud full of bees, and it feels like in your head that you have all these thoughts flying around haphazardly and chaotically. And forensics and debate gives you the ability to focus those thoughts so that everything you have in your head ends up being articulated in clear sentences, just like you want them to be.
Just sitting in class, I see other kids struggling so hard, and the stuff that they're struggling with, I find easy because of debate and forensics.
It's really helped me be able to talk about what my mind is trying to say and just like be able to become a better speaker.
I remember in 9th grade, everyone was freaking out because we had to go up and give a 5-minute presentation, and everyone was like, oh, I don't know how to do that. And I could go up and talk for 5 minutes about it just because I knew how to keep it going without fluffing it up, because that's what you learn in debate.
Are you saying that Europe should sacrifice its own economy to get this done when the United States can easily do it?
We are taking away other countries' valuable space objects that are placed up there for a reason.
China is a direct foreign investment beast. First, you have that they have developed $77 billion in the IMF alone.
But to beat the other team, that's our main goal.
Crush the other team.
Yeah, we
just destroy them.
Yeah,
every time. Except we always lose one for some reason.
Just one.
We psych out our opponents during a match by reading a ton of different disadvantages to their cases.
Yeah, different kinds of
saying
arguments.
how it will not work. They don't get to respond to all our arguments, so that's how they lose.
First round, we went in there and we just destroyed them. They had no chance. They were like, what is happening here? And I was like, that's just me and him.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
Joel's a god.
Please. Thanks, man.
I love you.
Thanks.
Good guy.
First grade, all you wanted was a boyfriend, but all the good men were taken, so the only one you had as an option was
Rusty Bloomquist.
Hi, Shuji. To advocate rather than inhibit discussion on prejudice. It's time we, as a society, finally had the talk.
The New York Police Department has an average hit ratio of 18%. So how on earth will we be able to train teachers to have the capabilities to kill a gunman within a school?
My favorite part of coaching debate and forensics is seeing students come into the program as freshmen who aren't confident, they're not able to socialize well with other students, they can't organize thoughts in any way, they can't present topics, and yet by the time that they leave, they're confident public speakers and able to work with other people.
I have never been a social butterfly. Thank goodness for forensics.
I didn't really know anybody. I was pretty quiet. I never really talked in any of my classes as a freshman, and now you could probably ask any of my teachers. I'm one of the more obnoxious of the class.
At first it's kind of scary because you see this whole group and you're like, I'll never be friends with them and stuff. But after time and hanging out at tournaments and things, you really get to know everyone.
Mercedes Trent is my boo. She is my best friend. We did a duo together this year, and we've just grown so much closer because of it.
We hated each other, and then we realized that we were good at debate, and then we became brothers.
It was like a bromance.
Yeah, kind of.
The Wall Street Journal reported that dedicated participation in drama and debate significantly increased the success rate of college applicants. State and national award winners have a 22 to 30% higher acceptance rate at top-tier colleges. This is significantly better than other extracurricular activities such as school newspaper reporter, sports team captain, class president, and band. Additionally, Raven Debate and Forensics awards its seniors with nearly $10,000 in college scholarships every year.
I needed to hire an employee, and it was a fresh college grad, and this individual was a 4-time national qualifier in debate and forensics, and that was prominently displayed on her resume. which was really important because that caught my eye. I think I was more impressed with her attributes and the types of things that she talked about in her interview, and I could see how that was formed in debate and forensics because we could see that in my own children. So I'd say that based on her experience with debate and forensics, she got an interview and ultimately she ended up getting the job.
Definitely join forensics. I don't care if you hate speaking in front of people or you don't think you can be weird enough to go up on stage and embarrass yourself. It's so much fun and it's a huge family. It sounds corny, but it really is, and everyone is so sweet.
Forensics is extremely flexible. You can do as much or as little as you want.
My coach, Mr. Anderson, knows that I'm like really involved in choir, and so he's okay with me missing some tournaments to go perform at a concert for choir.
He taught me a lot, not just about debate, but he was always there for me, always a good support system when I needed help in high school, because high school is a really hard place to just be thrown into. It's a new pond with a lot of fish, and he really just helped me along the way and helped me find where I belong.
You know, one of the lessons that our students learn in both our program and in life is that you start off with ignorance and you move to confusion and finally you move to understanding. And that's a metaphor for everything we do in life. We don't know about it, then we know about it, but we're confused by it, and then we figure out and we understand it. So when our students engage in confusion, when something is a challenge, when something is bigger than they think they can handle, that's when they recognize that they are having that growth. That's when their skill sets are growing. They're embracing that confusion. And we're about embracing confusion because we know that that is exactly what comes before understanding. And that's what our students seek, understanding in this world.
Well, forensics is just a party. A party? You mean a party in the USA? So I put my hands up and play my song, the butterflies fly away. Nodding my head like yeah, moving my hips like yeah.
I mean, it's just a really good time.
It's a party.
Do we just do that on camera?
Yeah, we did.